I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Okay, just take Edgeworth's objection. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again. Do what I want. Let me get this so I can get the cheats up.
Why do we need cheats if we're re-recording?
Maybe you don't remember things.
I don't remember a lot of it, no. But we are recording now, so hello everyone who's coming. And I started it right before you started saying/singing whatever you were saying.
B-tean is a fantastic content creator. It's just technology's being stupid. But not B-tean. B-tean's cool.
I am stupid. Let's get into this.
October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Not to be confused with courtroom number... Rabble. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready as always, Your Honor. The defense is...
Excuse you?
No, I was gonna say the defense is stupid, Your Honor.
Oh. The defense is stupid, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. As I mentioned yesterday, the defense is stupid, but they presented us with a new theory for the case. The defense claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, RIP. Why did it show your profile to me? Watch the stream. Why? Hello? Discord,
Hello.
what you doing?
Same thing as last night.
Watch stream. You've been disconnected. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From the testimonies, the truth will become clear. The defense's stupidity. Very well. The defense is looking rather...
Edgeworth seems a little bit edge-worthy today. Rebel.
Yeah, it was really stupid, yeah. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present at the Studio 2 trailer that day.
She's the murderer. She's also part of the mafia.
Nah. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. You dumb Brit. Very well, Ms. Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Oh, Nick! I know she did it. Make her pay!
Right. She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down.
I prefer to keep my pants up, Mr. Defense Attorney. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4 sharp. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
Was that a yawn?
Yeah, it was the end of a yawn, yes.
Ah.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. Oh, the van. Hmm? There's a van at Studio 2.
Yes, the van.
I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over.
And you thought a giant vehicle would be better.
Yes. Yes. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. That's final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Alright.
Your cheats are you need to, well, I mean, you didn't have to.
You have someone who can verify this.
Your mother and Sal.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
Well, you just said two people. She committed murder during the break. She wouldn't have had time to eat the people on stake. Yeah.
Well, Nick, find anything?
Oh,
It's hard. I think she's something.
I
Just
think
cut me
she's
off,
something.
Nick. Damn.
It's fair, okay? Because we have plate. Objection. Huh, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate.
This plate was on the table in the employee area. I think the large bone was left behind.
Mr. Wright, need to remind you, it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my
Dumbass.
point. Remember, if you will, Mr. Fitzgerald and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Mr. Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too! You didn't eat any steak during the break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator.
We're on the ground.
Throw it on
T-bone
the
steak on the
ground.
ground. I see. The ground. What was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious? Picking on Salmonella. Meeting the steel
Right.
thing. She's meeting with the steel samurai.
Steel samurai, what? Order! Shut up! Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the steel samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hand.
Oh, your own hands, what? No, what? Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? What the hell? Was that Scottish? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick. Let's see. Damn, all the yawns. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
Yes.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. Skinny legends be quaky.
Petites in some areas, but other areas.
How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
You couldn't, could you?
God.
I think you would have had a great deal of difficulty using that weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
Ha. You see?
Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning,
The steel samurai was not the murder weapon.
the steel samurai was not the murder weapon. What? Rabble, rabble, not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon.
Because what
see,
happened
I have a
earlier
guide map.
in the day... The guide map. Shut up. No. You went too far.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Not yet. What
This one.
happened earlier in that day?
This, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I've
that's
given my
cool.
proof. The so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run through? Blah 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 blah. But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady.
Oh, my wee bones. Oh, my hand still does that.
She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me.
Poor ducks.
I know, right? Having to be put around a spear. I'm like, around it is probably better than like being punched through the spear, or like having the spear punched through you. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the nipple?
Rabble, rabble, nipple. What's he talking about? Order. Well, I guess it would kind of be in the nipple. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Why am I giving you a Scottish accent? Think about what you're.
It's because of the next case.
Silence. Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane?
Well, I'm within sanity, so...
Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I can tell you. Wouldn't make a claim like that if I'm gonna tell you what the murder weapon was.
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright, like earlier. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Okay, now...
Now the van.
He was run over.
Look at this photo. Look at this photograph.
Oh, look, graph. Oh, what is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Come back to life. Rabble, good life. Oh my god. Order. Shut up. If I can have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright. What is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios, you see. This is the photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case? What the what?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
No. What? Are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again.
Rabble again? What? Fence post? Murderer?
Anal?
Mr. Wright, continue. Angle? Is that what you said?
Anal.
Oh, jeez.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Mr. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, He died in the same way that he caused another man to die.
Kind of poetic, isn't it?
5 years ago. In a sense, yeah.
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing stuff.
You deny that what I say is true?
Huh. Mr. Wright. Let's say, for the sake of the argument, that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, was it not? In the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One? And returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at that trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death? Then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands?
For instance?
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
The monkey head.
The monkey head.
With a plate.
With plates.
Miss Visquez, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the studio van to do it.
The studio van, what?
You call your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards.
So we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There's a van there, right? Had Sal drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Hold on, right? Don't forget, it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Of course he was. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put in the costume. There's no way Mr. Vasquez could have done it that alone. Also, don't you forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume? That too, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator.
Just a tiny incinerator to burn that whole costume.
Yeah. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright.
Oh, thank you.
I lose. You win. It was fun.
I win? Anti-rebel, anti-rebel, anti-rebel.
Anti-rebel?
Yeah, because they're not making any noise. It's anti-rebel. What happens next?
Huh?
Don't me? Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Well, something like that.
I just said that. You deaf lawyer.
Wait, so you mean Vasquez, so it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. I don't think this has ever happened to any of them before.
Who can say?
Huh? Are you sure I did? Oh.
Okay, just take my words. Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright. We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What?
Rebel. Now we can talk. Yay, rebel. Order! You were better when you were quiet. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? I have no thoughts, Your Honor. I just have my office. It's as the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof.
Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again.
Testify? Again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same question, get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn. Done so far only to fail. Rebel.
Oh my gosh, the heat sucks. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Okay, just take Edgeworth's objection. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Huh. Nick! Why did Edgeworth...
I know. You probably realize she did it too.
But...
You can't talk about her butt right now.
Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that?
Edgeworth, looking at her butt again.
I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying, "He did it! Oh, he did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close.
So you say.
She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Left.
Stupid. Saddlebag.
Yeah.
There you go.
The script in your direction notes.
Yes, they're quite valuable. Wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder, after all. We could think of rehearsing after that.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor! I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think! Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Oh my gosh, what? He's objecting. Order!
What?
Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. The defense is just dumb as hell, so I'll stand by my statement, regardless of how the court sees my role here and the defense's lack of experience. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth. He's helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? Kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director.
You have to find something to peg this honor here. Or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Go back to that statement.
Which one?
Not that one.
Well, you said go back out.
Or that one. 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 There you go. That statement. What's wrong with that statement?
I need this one, right?
Yee, because we yeah, you'll find out again.
You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers.
What?
What powers?
Oh, that's
Who's
right.
the
Will
superhero
Powers.
here?
What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But it's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Minot. You saw Mr. Hamper.
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 Jeez.
Limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah!
And when he was doing this...
Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered.
Exactly. It's Vasquez. You met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai's suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. What? Injury?
Oh my gosh, it was, oh my gosh. Order, order, I will have order. Everyone will shut up. Witness? Can you refute this claim?
Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Mr. Vasquez.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Burk. Why are the real killers always so persistent?
Okay.
I meant to say it like that, yes.
Okay. Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Well, your own life.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Of course I can't prove it. Oh.
Nick, no! Saying you can't prove it now will be something.
What proof can I possibly have? Okay, I have proof, and I'll show you. Present to the court this evidence. Yeah. It's this one. This is my proof.
This is the photo from before.
This photo reveals his motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial, it began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom.
His guilt weighed him down, no doubt.
However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change.
Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
Yes, undoubtedly, it was the constant source shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Mr. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
What's that now?
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Mr. Sked.
What? What? What?
Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool his hero lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. So you did do it, didn't you?
Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs!
Oh yeah.
Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him! Miss Vasquez! No! Please. Please don't die. Please.
Why is her, like, background picture still holding the thing that she just broke?
Listen, she fixed it. She has magic powers.
Oh,
Congratulations, Mr. Wright.
She does look like a sorceress.
A little bit. I lose. Again.
You lose.
Rabble. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright appears to have brought about yet another miracle. And...
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. The defense is still dumb, and Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers,
Guilty.
not
Innocent.
guilty. You forgot the not. You always forget the not.
Not innocent.
That's stupid. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Yay.
October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3, not to be confused with number 3.
Number bacon.
Number vacant. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. Bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Show evidence. Well, that's what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put you the blame on you because I was a monkey head.
The monkey head.
Because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was a Steel Samurai.
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as a villain to boot. Kids love the Steel Samurai. So he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. So am
Congratulations, WP! Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah! Nick! Edgeworth!
Oh, my child's drinking buddy. It's so weird.
Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk.
Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No, I really want to thank you. Those kids would have gotten away with if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Sniff. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
Liar.
Right? I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since college.
Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Unnecessary feeling.
Yes, unease and uncertainty.
Aren't those kind of necessary?
They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again.
Or I'll kill you.
That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if! They're rivals! Rivals! Right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
What? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something?
Because you're young. You wouldn't understand.
Come on, Nick, tell me! What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
You're too young for this information.
I'm 17!
What, isn't she 16?
Nah, she's 17.
And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming changed. They went back to making kids shows again. Yes, the Pink Princess.
Ned! That's it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right?
Oh man, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd choose to go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
What was the assistant's name again?
Penny Nichols.
Fine, fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again?
Yeah, he gets to play the Pink Princess.
Yay! Just frick gender roles. Wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real world powers. Not until the MCU gets their shit together.
Right?
Wolverine! Although, I don't know if mutants will ever go into the MCU.
Mutants?
Yes.
Da 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 da. Yay.
I will save over this one. Wow. Alright.
Rip.
Yeah.
Yay. So don't mind the episode for you guys. It's nope, nothing. Okay. Spread love into the world. Peace out. B-tean. Damn it! Just say it.
Okay. For everyone who's still here, Patchy tried to say it the other day, and completely failed trying to say it. So now he's gonna hear me say it and be like, "Oh, that's what it is." Peace from B-tean Screen. See you next time, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You forgot the bye. You said just
I
bye.
said bye-bye.
No, like,
listen, Discord's being silly.
no, like,
Bye-bye.
today you said bye-bye, but like last time you said bye, not bye-bye.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna fight you.